Hello everyone, welcome to Misa's Seamlines YouTube channel. In today's class, I want to show us how to draft a basic bodice. This will serve as a foundation for your pattern drafting for whatever style you want to make. Let's begin. The first step is to rule a starting line here. And also across this part. From the starting line here, I'm going to come down by my chest measurement of 8.5 inches. My bust measurement of 10.5 inches. Under bust measurement 13 inches. Waistline 16 inches, and this part here is going to serve as the M line. I'm going to take the measurement again in order for me to be able to rule a straight line. On the starting line here, I'm going to divide my shoulder measurement of 15 inches into 2, and I have 7.5 here. I am going to mark the same on the chest line because this also doubles as our armhole depth. Now I'm going to roll it into a straight line. From the starting line as well, I am going to come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, and I am going to take this all the way to this edge here. The reason I brought this line up here is because I do not want to have any gape on my shoulders. You might have noticed that sometimes when you sew your dresses, the tip part of the shoulder where the neck or the collar stands gapes a little, opens, it does not stay firm. But this line here serves as a dart to help eliminate such opening. The next now is for me to take my neck circumference. I'm going to take it as 3 inches by 3 inches. This is standard, this is basic. You will manipulate this to your preference while you are making your own style. And I'm going to curve it with my curve rule. Next now, I'm going to come to my bust point here and input my bust pan of 8 inches divided by 2, that is 4 inches. So I'm going to input that here. Likewise on the bust, under bust line, on the waist line, and also on the M line. And I'm going to rule it into a straight line. On my waistline here, I am going to take a dart of 1.5 inches. So divided by 2 is going to be 3/4 of an inch, which is 7.5 on both sides of the dart line. From the bust point, I'm going to come down by 1 inch. And I'm going to come down from the waistline here by 6 inches. I am going to connect the dart legs. The next step now is for me to take my circumference measurement. The bust is 36 inches divided by 4 is 9 inches. So I'm going to input that measurement now on the chest line. The waist is 31 inches. 31 divided by 4 is 7¾ So I am going to take the measurements in this manner. From here I have 3½ and I am going to continue the measurement at this other dart leg. My hip measurement is 41 inches. 41 inches divided by 4 is 10¼ That means 10.25. So I'm going to input that measurement here. I am going to divide what I have here to this place by 2. From this midpoint, I'm going to come in by 1/2 inch. Now I am going to curve my armhole. And now I will join this chest line measurement of the bust, the waistline and the hip together. The last step now is for me to take the side dart. On the bust point here, I am going to come down by 2 inches for my side dart. How do you determine what your side dart is going to be? The dart you are going to take here is going to be the difference between your front waistline and your back waistline. In this case, our front waistline is 16 inches and back waistline is 14 inches. 14 inches minus 16 inches gives us 2 inches, and that is what I am going to take here on my below my bust point. I am going to roll it onto this point here. Now we will go to the back bodice pattern. To draft the back of our pattern, I have this pattern paper here and I'm going to draw my starting line like I did for the front. On this side here, I am going to take a 1-inch line inwards. This is going to be our zipper allowance. From the starting line here, I am going to come down by my chest line of 8 inches. I mentioned earlier that this chest line is going to double as our armhole depth. then waistline of 14 inches and hemline. I am going to take my shoulder measurement divided by 2 here and also on the chest line. Coming down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. My neck width of 3 inches. I am coming down by 1 inch for my neck depth. I'm taking my bust measurement here of 9 inches. Half of this line and I'm going to connect it like this. Before connecting it, I am going to go in here by half an inch as well. On the chest line here, I'm going to go in by my bust span divided by 2, which is 4 inches. Also on the waistline. And on the hemline. On the waistline, I will take my waist dart of 0.75 on both lines and connect it up here to my chest line. I'll come down here with 8 inches for my dart leg. Having taken my bust measurement here, I am going to take my waist measurement of 7 3/4 inches here. My hip measurement of 10.25. We are done with the drafting of the back pattern of the Basic Bodice block. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and if you have watched the video to the end, kindly subscribe to the channel and like this video, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Thank you.